Guillaume, unmute yourself.
Sorry, yeah, my can you see full screen on the presentation?
Yes.
Great. Okay, let's begin. Ciao, hola, bonjour, guten tag, hello and hi. Hello, everyone. I think I've covered all nationalities on the call. My name is Guillaume Kendall. I'm the founder of Zedosh, the world's first regulated attention exchange. What is an attention exchange? Well, the internet runs on advertising, and the only thing advertisers want is your attention. So instead of selling it to Facebook and Google for free, your attention is a place that, an attention exchange is where you sell it for money. So advertising industry currently really sucks. It sucks your data and exploits it badly. As you can see from these real world examples, before I came off social media, I was very badly targeted. I'm sure some of you are scrolling through your social feeds right now, refreshing them in the hope that something relevant and meaningful will appear. After all, you're paying for these platforms with your very personal data. But it's not working. The platforms we all once enjoyed are now saturated with irrelevant adverts deployed with reach in mind rather than relevancy. And in browsers, 45% of us are now using ad blockers to avoid these constant interruptions. Big tech are waking up to this threat and are giving consumers increasing privacy by replacing cookies and improving transparency. Facebook recently announced that Apple's iOS update has indeed directly impacted their sales. So times are changing. However, our research into the latest generation of consumers, Gen Z, tells us that privacy isn't the core of the issue. The issue at hand is that Google and Facebook are making billions of revenue here in the UK from Gen Z's data and ultimately their attention. The marketing industry is awash with cash, where even the smallest brands pay thousands weekly in a bid to capture just a few seconds of your valuable attention online. The wastage is astonishing, and just 36% of the internet is actually human. So in 2022, globally, it's expected that $70 billion will be lost to ad fraud. It's astonishing. So what we're doing is fusing ad tech and fintech to build a fairer marketplace for the attention economy. We're building so I think I've just skipped a slide, apologies. Putting aside that crazy statistic about the 70 billion, Gen Z consumers are ethically charged and switched off from advertising as they're flicking through TikTok and other dopamine-inducing platforms. So brands are trying to convey to them a message that they can't get to them and are spending a ton of money doing so. With Zedosh, we've fused fintech and ad tech to build a fairer marketplace for the attention economy. The attention is the online currency, so brands pay our users directly for it in cash. Not vouchers, not tokens, not rewards, but in cash with no restrictions. In return, the brands get their undivided attention from financially relevant consumers. How? Well, we use open banking data in lieu of any other cookie or tracking technology. This gives us immutable data on consumer spending patterns from which we can accurately model their interests and show them relevant content. And our users give explicit permission and consent to do so. By doing this, we're disrupting the advertising industry and putting the consumer's attention at the center, whilst potentially disintermediating many of the middlemen in the ecosystem. We're creating a fair value exchange between those who have attention and those who seek it. By paying the consumer rather than big tech, our users are much more engaged in the art of advertising and creating a sustainable loyalty loop in the process. Our customer Day, a CBD femcare product, recognized that their engagement stats were falling off on social channels. So as a challenger brand, they needed to capture consumer attention and maintain it to sell their values. Zedosh enabled that to happen, with 75% of the users on our platform watching the content, 91% of which watch it to completion, and 14.5% clicking through to the e-commerce website. By comparison, Facebook's average click-through rate is 1.55% in Q1 last year. Because we can see our users' transactions, in the case of offline retail, we can also attribute transactions. So we see people's behavior on and offline. Looking beyond our app, we're building obviously an attention exchange machine learning algorithm that prices attention. We see it potentially being at the heart of any digital experience, giving us a strong B2B play and huge scale potentially in the future. Our journey is just beginning. We've built a great team. We're raising money to fund the enhancement of our models, increase our sales engine, and bring a ton of brands who value attention over over reach, and build a sales flywheel where each brand that we bring on helps to fund new salespeople. Digital advertising is a $400 billion market globally, worldwide, and it's ripe for disruption. And never has Facebook's ethics been more in question than they have now. So brands are asking them the questions today. Thank you for your valuable attention. I warmly invite you to download Zedosh if you're in the UK and open to any questions.